Our motto for this year encompasses two important conditions that we want our students to experience in Morton School District: thriving today and being ready for tomorrow. And under that motto, we have three main initiatives for this year that will carry us into the coming years. Thriving today is about promoting social emotional wellness for students and staff. Being ready for tomorrow is about preparing our students for the future with a purpose. And the third one is about not dropping the ball on maintaining rigorous, standards-driven curriculum and instruction that Morton schools are known for. These initiatives intend to address several challenges and obstacles to learning that we've experienced in recent years. The negative impact on social media and technology use in our students is certainly one of them. The social, emotional, and mental health crisis was trending poorly even prior to the pandemic and has not gotten better. And coming out of a global pandemic, the challenge of intentionally getting back to normal is definitely on our plate. You know, we've always had the challenge of expectations of an ever-changing workplace and preparing students for jobs that potentially don't even exist yet. So it's critical to provide the opportunities for students to learn about not only the academic side, but also the soft skills like collaboration, communication, teamwork, agility, flexibility, those kind of things that aren't always tested. Meanwhile, we're always in a battle for local control of our schools so that our community can decide what's best to teach our students or not teach our students and how we should operate our schools. So those are just a few of the challenges that have spawned some of our initiatives for this year.
Why wellness? Because we all have to come and show up and do very hard jobs every day. Our kids need us, but so do our families and so do each other. And so I'm really passionate about each person taking care of themselves, but really also bringing the human side of all of us into our school systems. And so I think if we can focus on the adults, then the kids will all benefit. The other thing I get asked a lot is, what is SEL? And it's not some big thing that if we had this checklist, we would be golden, right? What I want us to think about is Castle uses the 5 domains, and it's social awareness, self-awareness, self-management, relationship skills, and decision-making. Those things happen in our classrooms all the time. And I love just walking alongside each and every adult in whatever capacity they're in and helping us reflect and be self-aware on how we show up, and then really think about what we can do to be a better version of ourselves. You know, Dina keeps talking about the significance, the belonging, and the safety, and I really would like us to keep thinking about what that means in our classrooms and on our teams, in our grade levels, and in our schools, and as a district as a whole. So super excited to continue the work.
We're also increasing the ways that we engage our parents and caregivers by providing resources to help them be intentional about their parenting. Through podcasts, book studies, and expert speakers, we seek to help parents consider the ways that we might help them without judging how they parent. We respect our parents' authority, and we want to come alongside as partners.
We've been doing standards-driven classroom work for the last few years because we wanted to be more intentional about our teaching. We wanted to be more focused on student learning and less on grades. And we want to do a better job of communicating with our students and with our families about what our students know and are able to do. The other piece is, as we move forward, we want to take this foundation that we've been building with the standards-driven classroom, and we want to see the concepts that we've been talking about in practice. So when we do curriculum renewal for materials, that it's focused on standards. When we talk about assessments, that we're truly looking at what students know or are able to do. And when we are communicating in the future to parents, that it's more about what students have learned and less about the grade or the points necessary to get the next grade. So that's what we're hoping in the future we're able to do.
So this year at Lincoln, we've tried to provide some additional opportunities for our students for leadership and collaboration. This year we started a student ambassador club for 5th and 6th grade, and that provided students with the opportunity to serve our school. The ambassadors also were able to take that feeling of service and assisting others outside of our school into the community at Brandon Wood Retirement Center. They visited at Valentine's Day. They took Valentine's. They went back and played board games with them. When you're looking at a purpose and you're looking at the future, we want our students to understand that it's not just about them, but it's that ability to be able to serve and help others.
So at Jefferson, we have had the opportunity to invite several local guests and visit a couple of local establishments so that our students understand how their learning could benefit them in an employment setting later in life. And the things that we find most important for our students to leave Jefferson knowing, it ties actually to our respectful, responsible, and ready. And if our students can take those 3 skills into the workforce, they'll be well prepared to contribute to our society.
At Letty Brown, we've had a focus on teaching essential skills to our students during morning announcements. And these skills help students to be successful with their social skills, their communication skills, and their all-around functioning in society. So this is not only helping them communicate and work together with others, but also be future ready, honestly.
I think at the elementary level, our job is just to prepare kids for what comes next. And so naturally that means preparing our 6th graders for being successful when they get to 7th grade. So academically, we want them to be competent in all the standards, but we also want them to be great people. So we focus on character development and helping them to be people of integrity.
At Morton Junior High School, we've got a couple different ways we've been trying to help students prepare for the future. With Leadership Academy during our early release days, we promote soft skills that are necessary for really future success. These transferable skills are really all areas of life, and they help students recognize their own leadership potential within themselves. We focus on resourcefulness, curiosity, sociability, self-awareness, resilience, empathy, and integrity. Those are all core abilities we think play a role in our students' lives, and beyond the time at junior high school.
At the high school level, we continue to prepare students for life after high school, whether that be college or the skilled trades. For instance, this year we ramped up our registered apprenticeship program, and we have people placed in local businesses such as Morton Industries, Lighthouse, Caterpillar, students working on the job learning real skills. We've also engaged in growing our own educators too. So this year we have 12 high school seniors placed at our elementary schools who are getting valuable classroom experience as leaders in the classroom.
So when I think about our students transitioning out of our programs at Morton Academy, it's our goal that they have developed and strengthened their social and emotional skills and are able to carry those skills across environments like school, home, and into our community.
Regarding wellness for our staff, we really feel it's important that they know that we care about them and that they are going to have difficult days too, and that we are there to support them. That's a responsibility that we all have, that we're not just taking care of our students, but we're taking care of one another as well. This year, we had a small room that we weren't using, so we've named it the Rejuvenation Room, and it's a room that Mrs. Peterson and I try to keep filled with snacks and waters. We have some relaxing chairs in there, so sometimes teachers may meet there as their collaborative team rather than meeting in a classroom. So we're glad to be able to provide that for our teachers this year and our staff members.
So at Jefferson, we consider SEL to be a critical point for our staff and our students. We know that regulated staff and students are able to learn, and so we want to be able to encourage our students to have a growth mindset, set goals for themselves, also regulate and manage their emotions, be able to build empathy for others, and also problem solve. And so we've utilized a digital program, Second Step, this year, as well as talked with our staff about how they can promote regulation with their students.
A part of our SEL initiative at Letty Brown includes classroom circles. Students and teachers sit in a circle and share a response to a question that is posed to them so that they can hear and respond to everyone's thoughts in a respectful manner. So come on with me and I'll show you a circle in progress.
With social and emotional health, obviously our teachers need to be in the right frame of mind to be able to be at their best for their students. And for the kids, that really has to come first. I mean, if a child is not socially and emotionally in a good place, they can't learn. So we spend a lot of time just focusing on helping kids to express their feelings in an appropriate way, communicating well with other people, and really just doing whatever is necessary to help them to be good learners.
We've added an additional counselor we believe has been critical in providing timely support to students, and we also communicate with parents by sending them resources frequently via email and through our counseling connection. We also have extended our school psychology, social work, and we've added an SCL classroom that also provides support. And then of course we use our Panorama self-screener to identify needs of our students and opportunities for growth.
Wellness is important for everyone in our school community, and at the high school we focused on making systemic changes that are brain healthy. For instance, for our students, we increased the number of days that they take finals so that they can focus more on executive functioning skills and don't have the pressure of taking large assessments in a very short amount of time. For our staff, we're focused on taking things off their plates that don't make a tremendous impact in student learning and instead focused on giving them choice and what they need right now. For instance, our Staff Academy focuses on three main things: improving instructional strategies, implementing technology effectively in the classroom, and the wellness of our staff and our students.
So when I think about areas of growth for our school and for social emotional wellness specifically, I just think about ways that we can continue to monitor and use the most effective data collection and feedback cycles and loops. We do a tremendous job in our district across all of the teachers and related service providers, counselors that support our students. So just continually engaging in conversations about how we're best using that data in the most effective way for our staff to connect with students to provide the SEL supports that they need.
The Standards-Driven Instruction Initiative has allowed our teachers to dig more deeply into their grade level standards. And then what it does in return in the classroom is that it allows teachers to be able to focus specifically on those standards in their classroom, meet students where they are, and help them grow. I think one of the best things that we can do instead of just focusing on strictly a letter grade is that we are celebrating the growth of our students over time. So one student may come in at a different level than another student, and the ability to help them and support them and then celebrate that growth over time is something that we strive to do.
Obviously, our focus at Jefferson on SEL and future focus ensures that our students are in a regulated state and able to access learning, and that will therefore show their proficiency in the mastery of learning standards.
At Letty Brown this year, we've also focused on having respectful discourse between students, and our teachers have set up debates within the classroom and are teaching students to use the speaking and listening standards in order to debate in a respectful manner, to listen to both sides of an argument, and to respectfully present their thoughts in return.
Standards-driven instruction is critical, especially in a district where we have 4 different elementary schools. Every child in our 4 buildings, goes to different teachers who have different teaching styles and different personalities. But if we can assure that they are receiving the same curriculum and accomplishing the same standards by the time they get to junior high, they will be successful academically.
Our coaching cycles this year has been greatly expanded. We've created a new option of menu that includes new and flexible ways for faculty and staff to work collaboratively and to learn with their colleagues. We've aligned some planning periods to allow for department planning during the school day, and we're currently developing plans to standardize many of our practices and procedures. By focusing on what our students know and can do versus their ability to point chase in classes, our students will be better equipped moving forward into high school and beyond.
We've made a ton of growth in the realm of standards alignment at the high school. I'm sure you all know that it's a huge beast when it comes to standards alignment just because of the amount of options that we have for students. However, throughout this process, I've been super happy with just the conversations that teachers have been having regarding standards alignment of instructional strategies, assessment, and reporting. Just last week, I had a conversation with some teachers and our tech coach about how to leverage the technology that we're already using to begin assessing and sorting the data for the standards that we are assessing. And it's been really great to watch those conversations happening.
When I think about engaging in standards-driven instruction from the social-emotional lens is really the standpoint that I bring with both Morton Academy and the Student Services. I think about the fact that by using the standards to drive our instruction, we're providing a foundation of equity to our students to ensure that we're aligning ourselves and working towards a common goal and all starting from the same platform.
I'm very proud of how our faculty, staff, and administration have all embraced the initiatives and have infused them into what we do each day, and how our Board of Education has supported us in providing us the resources to make it all happen. This is a fantastic district, and I'm blessed to be part of it.